From a technical standpoint, Injustice 2 has to be one of the most graphically intensive games developed by NetherRealm Studios, running on a highly modified Unreal Engine 3. Quite the irony given that the mobile version utilizes Unreal Engine 4, Injustice 2 plays and feels absolutely incredible. We recently got our hands on the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Injustice 2 and decided to compare them against each other. To begin with, Injustice 2 runs at a full 1920 by 1080p resolution on the PS4, whereas on the Xbox One, the game runs at 1600 by 900p resolution. Due to the lower resolution on the Xbox One, the game looks a bit softer on Microsoft, which in turn results into some distant objects looking a bit blurrier. Other than this, the two versions are pretty similar, and we found no other differences between them. On the PS4 Pro build, the game manages to render at 2560 by 1440p resolution when running on a 4K TV. However, this is not all. The game also benefits from highly resolution textures, a better quality motion blur effect and ambient occlusion, and sharper shadows. On the performance front, both versions employ a locked 60 frames per second buffer. However, story cutscenes and transitions to super moves are all locked to 30 frames per second. Unfortunately, whenever these kick in, the effect could be quite jarring. Why this happens is unknown at this point, but this issue isn't exactly new to fighting games, which to be honest is kind of unfortunate. But other than this minor quirk, performance is almost locked at silky smooth 60 frames per second. One area where NetherRealm Studios have totally outdone themselves is the animation department. The cutscenes are beautifully crafted, with intricately detailed character models and animations that are almost lifelike. Although animations are superb across the board, one character that stood out for us was Harley Quinn. Her facial animations are so good that they almost approach the uncanny valley. Injustice 2's facial animations raise the industry bar, and it's by far the best we've seen in a video game since LA Noire. So overall, Injustice 2 uses each platform's strengths pretty well. There is no PC version this time around, so the game is best played on the PS4 Pro, provided you have a 4K TV. This is followed by the PS4 version, which benefits from higher resolution. And finally, we have the Xbox One version, which isn't exactly bad, provided you're okay with a lower operating image buffer. And that will be it for this video. We'll leave you with more comparison footage, and if you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
I'm sorry, Clark. Get away from me.
Look who I found. Victor Saz. Psychopath. How many women have you killed?
121.
121. Huh. Sounds incorrigible to me.
Look at you. Such a big girl. Cosplaying a superhero. LARPing in the Batcave. But you hear it, don't you?
Hear what?
The real you, buried under the floorboards. Scratching to get out. The one who cut her friends' throats. And laugh about it. Always such a disappointment. Why do I bother?
Ain't no slick fella with a cheap suit and cheaper grin telling me who I am ever again. We had mad love once upon a time, but now that's over